Hello, Bulldogs. Happy Friday. Today's assignment is to write a letter to the Brazilian government about the Amazon rainforest and what you think should be done with it. So I want you to pretend that you are a scholar that has recently learned about different perspectives on resource use in the Amazon rainforest. Write a letter to the Brazilian government. Explain your ideas about how best to preserve and or use the resources of the Amazon rainforest. You may use the slides you completed on Wednesday and Thursday for help, the video you watched, and this document. The video will be linked, and the document I'm referring to is the one that says the deforestation debate, where you have the arguments for deforestation and arguments against the deforestation. So, how should you write a letter? We gave you help in the format of this outline. So you might even want to erase these directions and go over them. So it says your letter should follow this format. A proper greeting. For example, Dear President of Brazil, or Dear Jair Bolsonaro, which is the name of the President of Brazil. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to erase this part and say, Dear President of Brazil. Then the next thing you should do, it says, begin with the sentence. I recently learned about issues around resource use in the rainforest. Then once again, I can erase this bullet point, and there is your first sentence. The next thing you need is a paragraph that identifies two groups you read about and their views on the rainforest issue. So we are referring back to the slides that you did. If you read about Native Amazonians, then you will write about Native Amazonians and why do they want to save the rainforest. If you read about cattle ranchers, you would need to also write about why do cattle ranchers want deforestation. So one more time, you'll need to tell me about the two groups you read about and their views on what should be done with the rainforest. The next paragraph is going to be a paragraph that describes your position on the issue. Why are you for deforestation or are you against it? Do you want to save the rainforest or do you want to continue using its resources? And then you will need to give me at least two arguments that support your position. So if you want to save the rainforest, tell me why. If you're against or you want to develop it, tell me why you want to develop it. The next thing that you should do is a paragraph that describes one or two actions that you think the government should undertake to best preserve the rainforest resources and to solve the conflict between those different interest groups. And the last thing will be your proper closing. For example, sincerely, Natalia Fitzhugh, or sincerely, Miss Elizabeth Contreras, or sincerely, Mr. Griffin. So you would put in your name at the end. As usual, if you need help from your teacher, please don't hesitate and let us know.